This is the story of a woman who worked on social media and whose personal brand was focused on couple relationships. She sold an image of a faithful and loyal woman to her husband. She gave advice on how to be one, on not letting yourself be carried away by impulses. Everything very nice, but the masks always fall off when performance ends, and hers ended very badly. This is a story of Marta. Sergio, my husband back then, is the one who reviewed the material with his usual professionalism. He had been my photographer and my editor, my free assistant for 5 years. We are a team, he always told me. The one who was my community manager back then was called Alex. He was 28 years old, while Sergio believed I was in meetings with brands. Although part of it was true, the other part one spent with Alex in a hotel, right in the middle of recording one of my contents for social networks, while my husband was adjusting the camera and finishing cleaning up the script. My phone started vibrating. It was Alex asking me if I had already finished with the photographer. Back then it made me laugh. Nowadays, just thinking about it makes my stomach turn. Because the photographer is what he called my husband. He never said his name. A childish nonsense of an immature kid. I have to go, I told Sergio, quickly putting the phone away. The meeting with the supplements brand. You know, the one that wants me to be their ambassador. Didn't you want me to go with you? He asked. I remember he asked me with the innocence of a child. No, don't worry. It's just signing some papers. Besides, you have to edit the reel to upload it at 6. You know we are a team, and I need you to make sure everything is a success. He never contradicted me. He always said yes to everything and settled how little I knew how to value him. I leave the apartment and get into a taxi. Modern hotel. I tell the driver. 15 minutes later. I'm in front of door 304. I knocked twice. It was a kind of signal we had, as if we were 2 kids hiding from their parents. Alex opened the door, and between one thing and another, a few extra drinks. We ended up making love, or what I thought it was, but it was something banal, dirty, that only filled me for a little while and nothing more. After finishing, Alex started checking my social networks. He managed all my direct messages, answered comments, scheduled posts. It was ironic that the person who helped me build a brand of honesty in relationships was my lover. You have 340 new messages, he said while continuing to check. Half are women asking how to overcome infidelities. 2 want video call consultations. I charge you €200 for 30 minutes. No, 250. I correct. We raised the rate last month. The silver dropped. Marta, are you a genius or a psychopath? I haven't decided which. They can't be both. He laughs. But there's something in his laugh that sounds different today, shorter, more tense. What's wrong? I ask. Nothing. Alex. He put the phone down and looked at me. His dark eyes had something I had never seen before, guilt, something I didn't know how to see at that moment. Sometimes I feel like, He finally says, helping you sell this fantasy while you don't start. I interrupt him by sitting down. Did you know what you were getting into? I know, but Sergio is a good guy. Marta and we are nothing. I say firmly, this is what it is. Don't complicate it. He stays quiet, then nods. My phone rang, and it was precisely Sergio. He told me that the reel was working great, that I was inspiration for many women, and that he loved me madly. I read the message out loud, without meaning to. Alex gets out of bed, giving me his back. I can see the tension in his shoulders. I have to go, I say, getting dressed quickly. Serge bio from our relationship. Of course, Alex answers without looking at me. Go with your perfect husband to your perfect life, to record your perfect content. There was poison in his voice. I leave the hotel without saying goodbye and arrive home. Sergio has put candles. He cooked my favorite pasta. He has that child in love smile that broke my heart when I was 22 years old, and now it only reminds me of everything I lost. 8 years, love, he said while raising his glass of wine. And every day I love you more. We toasted. We drank the wine, and then we kissed as if I hadn't been with Alex before, as if nothing had happened. Yes, I was capable of pretending up to that point. Many women do it, without anyone noticing. The next day, after Sergio uploaded another of my reels, Something happened. One thing we women have is that our intuition doesn't just work for our interest. It also works when it's against us. But the comments were weird. A girl wrote, "Does anyone else notice that Marta looks tired lately? It looks like something is happening to her." It had 340 likes. Did you see that comment? I asked Alex on WhatsApp. Yes, I left it. It's engagement. Delete it. No. He had never told me no. In 6 months of parallel relationship, Alex always did what I told him, but he contradicted me. Sergio asked me why I barely spoke anymore in the work group we had, where Alex, him and I were. Why are you acting weird with Alex? Sergio asked that night while we were editing together a morning couple routine video. My blood froze. Weird. How? I don't know. Before you laughed at his memes in team meetings. Now you barely talk to him. I told him it was a professionalism, that I had to stay focused on my work and not on nonsense. Sergio nodded. He always nods, but this time he stayed silent for too long. The next morning, Alex arrived late to the lingerie brand photo session. He had dark circles. He smelled of alcohol. Did you sleep at all? I asked him while Sergio prepared the lighting in the other room. Not much. He replied, setting up his laptop, without looking at me. I was thinking, that's dangerous. Marta, I can't take this anymore. My stomach twisted. Alex, this is not the time, and much less here. Then where? In the hotel, between your legs, while I schedule your posts about mutual respect. His voice sounded too loud. Sergio could hear. Lower your voice. I know. Or, what are you going to fire me? It was a threat. Subtle, but a threat nonetheless. Don't do this to me, I whispered. Please. Something in my tone disarmed him. He took a deep breath. I need a break from this. From us. That night we uploaded a story of Sergio and me cooking perfect, romantic, 126,000 views. And while the comments said goals and real love, Alex sent me a message. I don't know how much longer I can keep this up. Be careful, Marta. Glass castles break easily. I blocked him. Then I unblocked him. Then I cried in the bathroom while Sergio asked if I was okay. Yes, love. I shouted from inside. I'm just feeling a bit sick to my stomach. The food doesn't seem to have sat well with me. The lie was weighing more and more. The castle Alex was talking about began to crumble because of a mistake, or at least I think it was. Alex was scheduling a live for one of the social networks from his house. Simple routine. I would answer live questions about how to keep the spark after years together. Sergio would be by my side holding my hand, being the perfect prop husband. But Alex forgot to close WhatsApp web on his computer, and when he clicked to start the broadcast, the shared screen showed our private conversation for 7 seconds. Alex, pretending that I'm just someone who works for you is killing me. Then don't pretend. See you at the Moderno at 3. Same room. Alex, Marta, this is the end. What has to end is this conversation. Upload the anniversary post before 6. 7 seconds. 2,340 people connected live. Alex cut it. He closed the live immediately. He called me with a funeral voice. Marta, I fucked up. My world stopped. What did you do? In the middle of the broadcast, when I was going to connect your camera, our WhatsApp conversation was seen for an instant. The phone slipped from my hands. Sergio picked it up. What happened? He asked confused. Nothing. Apparently Alex is having problems starting the broadcast. Thousands of messages started arriving in my DMs from people asking me. The fragment of the conversation started going viral on the internet. Marta, Sergio said looking at his own phone. People are saying weird things. What messages? It's probably any nonsense. I'll look at it now. I told him while going to the bathroom. In the bathroom, I called Alex. Delete everything, chats, photos, emails. It's too late. There are already screenshots circulating on Twitter. Then say it was a montage, that it was just nonsense to make us go viral. Marta, I'm tired of lying. Now you get tired? I hung up. My hands were shaking so much I couldn't write. But I had to act fast. I posted a story. Hello, family. A conversation is circulating on the internet, and I just want to say that it's fake, that they hacked our social network. but we are already working on fixing it. It sounded convincing to me at that moment, but not to people. When people see a wound bleeding, they just want to keep sticking their finger, and so it keeps bleeding. I came out of the bathroom. Sergio was sitting on the couch, motionless, phone in hand. Marta. His voice sounded different, broken. Who is Alex really to you? My community manager. I already told you. God, how could I have been so stupid not to realize? Everyone is laughing at me. Aren't you ashamed? It wasn't planned, I whispered. It just happened. It just happened. He stood up suddenly. For how long? 6 months. 6 months, he shouted. I had never heard him shout while he helped you record your content. While like an idiot, I worked for you. How could you? My phone wouldn't stop vibrating. Instagram, Twitter, emails, everything collapsing at the same time. Sergio grabbed his laptop, wrote something quickly. What are you doing? I asked, terrified. Posting the truth. No, I threw myself at him, but he had already pressed enter. On our joint Instagram account, with 847,000 followers, appeared a post, a black and white photo of us. The caption, after 8 years together, I find out through a failed live that my wife has been having a relationship with our community manager for 6 months. The brand we built together was a lie. I'm sorry to everyone who believed in us. The post exploded. 600 comments in 2 minutes. 2005. Brands started canceling contracts in real time. An email from the supplements company. We terminate the ambassador agreement effective immediately due to breach of brand values. My phone rang. It was Alex. Marta, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You destroyed my life. I spat the word with venom. No, you destroyed it all by yourself, and he hung up. Sergio was packing a suitcase. Where are you going? I asked. Where I can't see you. Sergio, we can fix it. Therapy time. He stopped at the door, looked at me with a mixture of contempt and pity, and left. The fall went viral, more viral than anything I had ever posted. And I was left alone, with a phone full of hate and an apartment full of photography equipment that no one would ever use again. A television program became interested in my story and invited me 2 weeks after the scandal. They offered 8,000 euros for my version of the story. I needed the money. The brands had canceled everything. The online store closed. The Choose Loyalty t-shirts became cruel memes on Twitter. I accepted. The presenter, who before the interview was charming, suddenly became a viper and started questioning me in the worst possible ways. Marta, you sold a perfect marriage while cheating on your husband. How do you justify it? The studio lights blinded me. 5 cameras, live audience, everything recorded. I don't justify it, I said. My voice sounded hollow. I made a mistake that hurt the person who loved me the most. A mistake. You spent 6 months with your lover. 6 months of wrong decisions. I'm in therapy and working to be a better person. The program was watched by 1.2 million people. The comments were brutal.